Hi, we're here at Itron Utility Week, and like many of these other shorter form interviews you're seeing, is we wanted to capture at the booths what the role of the various partners is within the Itron ecosystem. And I'm joined now by Randall from Sierra Wireless, and that's always very hard for me to say. My V's and my W's, no, it's not that good. But anyway, so Randall, can you tell us a little bit about how Sierra Wireless fits into the Itron ecosystem, and then we'll go on to some of your solutions a little.
Very good. Sure, so thank you for your time. This is Sierra Wireless' third year in a row as gold sponsor of Itron Utility Week. It's been a great success again this year as it has in previous years. We've been working with Itron for many years before that, probably for 6 or 7 years as the partnership dates back. Primarily we provide cellular solutions into the Itron portfolio of products. We began by providing 3G cellular devices that go into collectors and things of that nature. Over the years we've extended that, now we're in electric meters, and we started in C&I meters and now into residential meters and extending that. We've extended the partnership this year and had a lot of conversations about, okay, so we've had great success with cellular technology and enabling the electric business unit at Sierra Wireless, and now have a meaningful roadmap toward enabling also gas and water solutions. We've been doing some things from a technology standpoint, working within the standardization bodies, and taking the information and the feedback that we've gathered here at Itron Utility Week, and certainly in the many conversations that we've had with Itron over the years, to understand, okay, the differences between electricity and gas and water, and then how do we enable those things in a consistent fashion across the business units and give them the leverage that they're looking for.
And another challenge for you guys must be this notion that, you know, I'm going to be superficial about it just to ram home the point, that the need for connectivity is getting closer and closer to real time than just a poll every once in a while and so on.
That's right.
So how does your product set play in this, what the marketeers have called Internet of Things, and it's, that's one term that covers all of it, but let's go back down to where we are really.
Sure. Yeah. Well, and we too, as you look at our slide deck, you'll see, in fact, there it is, building the Internet of Things. What we have tried to do, and again, over the years of this partnership, we've started at sort of an aggregation level, and then we've got to do a few things, right? We've got to drive cost out of the solutions, because Itron is not dissimilar from us. Obviously, it's a cost competitive market that they play in, as is ours. And we've and then again enabled features that are specific to and help them adapt across their business units. And the other thing that we do is theirs is a very global business, as is ours. And the connectivity solutions around the world can sometimes be disparate. You might have one set of solutions in Europe and a different one in Australia and a different one in
So
North
they need
America.
A partner that can actually support them on a global basis.
And that's exactly where we fit in quite well. Our business is very global. We do business in 130 different countries today, and that's one of the reasons Itron chose to partner with us, is that we can make that complexity ours and simplify it for them and for their customers. I think one of the things that, as we build out this Internet of Things that all the marketeers, as you say, talk about, we have to get away from that being a technology play so much, right? Communications and enabling and connecting this Internet of Things has to be very simple and has to not be about technology. It has to be about solutions, right? It has to be about the data that Itron can provide back to their customers.
It's almost like plug and play and everything, but we're now oversimplifying it. But just as we come to the end of this sort of short segment, so one of the things I'd like to ask you is just like, how hard do you think it is for this industry to stop talking technology and start crystallizing and talking solutions, and and this is a double-barrel question, right? And what are some of the killer solutions that you think are being brought to bear?
Yeah. So there's a bit of inertia, right? We're a technology company, and Itron has historically been that. But there has been a trend as you enable these communication technologies. It's about providing the data back to the utilities. Now, Sierra Wireless when we present ourselves to the world and to Itron, we talk about being an enabling company. So we have our intelligent devices that sit on the edge, which, by the way, shares a philosophy with the Riva push that Itron has had, have intelligence at the edge. And then we also provide connectivity solutions as well. So we enable all that stuff. One of the taglines that our CTO talks about is make the complex simple. Right, and take technology out of the equation and just enable the free flow of data from one end to the other. That way they can enable their utility customer. So within Sierra Wireless, we provide that connectivity, we provide the intelligent devices at the edge, and then we do that on a global basis. In terms of kind of killer applications, right? So when you talk about the Internet of Things, what does that mean to, and everybody's got their answer to that. But where we started, as I mentioned earlier, we started with Itron electric meters. We're now moving ahead and have solutions in the market today with gas and water, and continuing to have a good promising roadmap on that. But then also, for example, we've worked with Itron Idea Labs, and we're enabling a solar gate product. Right. So that's a new business opportunity and a new technology for Itron. Additionally, we're having conversations about smart cities. And Sierra Wireless plays in several different aspects of smart cities. That's another one of those phrases that if you ask people what that means, you'll get as many different answers, but that's largely the point. And that's a good thing, whether or not you're talking about parking meters or street lighting. We're in all of those applications, and what we try to do is be an enabling force to pull all those things together and make that complex.
And have resilient connectivity on that as well.
Connectivity, which the utilities demand, and is really just table stakes to being successful in this market.
Well, that's been perfect. Thank you for sharing your time here today, and thank you as well for watching. This has been sort of Sierra Wireless's story about how they fit within the ecosystem, and there's many more on this website as well.